Alright. Wasteland 2. Let's go. New game.
In the core of the atom.
Default Ranger squad or carry on. Create a custom squad. Create a custom Ranger. Pick my own age. Booster smokes. European. Customize appearance. Frankly, I guess it doesn't matter what you pick. Go with something regular. Snapshot. Next, combat skills. Well, skill points, 7 attribute points, knowledge and general skills. Alright. This is a very old school game, very complicated, especially when you pick your starting character. Coordination helps avoid traps and attacks, pick locks and improve aim. Crit chance evasion. Chance for bonus section points per turn with luck. Initiative with awareness. Carry more gear. More HP with strength. Also good for melee. Speed is initiative. And action points. Now this is This is the most important thing. Intelligence. It gives us more skill points per level. That's very old school. But you sacrifice everything else. Charisma is also important for the main character. This needs to be on 10. Or I can just keep it on 8. And we get 4 skill points per level. It really pays off on the long run. I haven't played this game since it was primarily released. That was only Wasteland 2. It wasn't Wasteland 2 Director's Cut, and that was years ago. I forgot fucking everything with the game. I just know it's hard as hell and the hardest difficulty. There is everything in this game. You'll be surprised how many different things are. There are a lot of things from old Fallouts, also from Fallout 1 and 2. So there is a lot. Nice and easy. I didn't quit on Sleeping Dogs. I just think I'm a bit way too old to play games like that. But I'll fucking finish it for sure. I'm telling you, if I was like 15 and I'm closer to 35, if I was 15, I would love Sleeping Dogs. Plus, if I never played GTAs and similar shit, you know. Other than that, it's a solid game. But I'm just way too old for it. But this is different. And that's why I picked Wasteland. But we need to pick smart from the start. If you fuck it up at the start, you fucked it up for good. Especially on the highest difficulty. The hardest difficulty is extremely hard. I would love to reach +2 to combat initiative. We need this bloody combat initiative here. We got 8 action points. Now, charisma is for the increased XP. Leadership radius also rises along with the level. And we're gonna go for the leadership on the main character. And then again I'm on 0. We need more initiative. We don't rely on luck. I need more points for action points over here. There's initiative. Let's see what we're gonna do with skill points. Smartest, hardest, and kisses. All of them cost you skill points. Weaponsmithing, I remember that was very important. Salvage usable parts, modifications from weapons. Perception is a must. What are we gonna do? Reduces chance followers ignore orders by 5%, by 10%, by 15%. And that's already halved. Let's say we go with the leadership. %60 chance versus level 1. 75% chance versus level 1. 90% chance. And we get tactical position. So it's perception and leadership. I believe I'll take a sniper. How much action points does it take to fire a sniper? I got 8. I think it requires a lot of points to fire that shit. We go with assault rifle because I think it requires less. Let's stick with assault rifle. Smooth. I bought them a mouse, and you can hear a mouse squealing. So she goes with a mouse in her mouth and squealing also like a mouse. Great. Can invest 1 more point. Leadership, perception, alarm, disarm, demolitions, lockpick, and assault rifles. Okay. Am I fine with 4 points or do I want 5? That's a good question. I'm fine with it. Quirks. Bonuses from animal whispered followers. 2 times as good. You cannot equip trinket items. Plus 5 skill points and 1 attribute point at the game start. That's all. Hardest dialogue options always succeed. Your squad cannot use Kiss S or Smart S. Plus 2 base action points, minus 15% base combat speed. 1 skill point each level up after level 10. Minus 1 skill point each level up before level 11. I don't remember what was the maximum level. I think it was something around level 30. So that means if you go with delayed gratification, you'll get 20 more skill points on a maximum level. But the start of the game will be disgusting. It's a solid trade-off. Pays off on a long run. 1 to all attributes on even numbered character levels. Minus 1 to all attributes on odd numbered character levels. Gambling. When enemy scores a crit, you have a 35% chance of fainting, causing them to miss. While fainting, you get pushed back in the combat order. 50% base damage on all blunt blade and brawling attacks. Less crit chance. Attributes change randomly by plus 2, minus 2 on every 10 to 15 minutes. Manic depressive. Misophobic. You cannot use healing items. More damage against lower health characters. Less damage on 35% or more health. 4% chance to hit. 2% crit chance. If you miss an attack, you lose bonus and receive penalties. Psychopath. Raid in a circus. 5 evasion. There is no leadership bonus received. For example, this shit is good when you go with a lone wolf. 2 times damage, 25% critical chance for 1 turn after receiving crits. Can never get normal crits. Plus 2 base armor, minus 30% base combat speed. Base combat speed, 2 action points, 25% chance to hit for first 2 combat turns. Chance for lightning to strike and shock a random target in combat. Jesus Christ. Plus 3 action points and 25% damage when drunk on snake's cuisines. You need to be drunk non-stop for this thing. Oof. Bloody perks, quirks, whatever. -1 skill point each level up before level 11. But +1 point each level up after level 10. If there are 30 levels in the game, that's 20 skill points more. I lose 10. Then I get 20. So that's basically 10 skill points more. I'll take this quirk, delayed gratification. It will be harder at the start. I got 4 more to build up. Yeah. Is there a complete randomize? It looked like Elvis Presley. Age, I don't know, 35. Sticks. That can be American. Oof. I took assault rifles. This time we take shotguns. We make a field medic and a surgeon. We need to raise intelligence. You don't need charisma. You will need speed. Coordination. Fuck luck. Well, let's beat this game when it was out. And when was that? The vanilla version of this. It was full with bugs, glitched, loading screens were terrible. I think it was 7 years ago when this game was out for the first time. That's when I last played it. Does initiative actually matter? Everything is about initiative here. Everything. Is it more difficult than Pathfinder? It's different. It's different. But yeah, it's more difficult, definitely. It's like a Fallout 1 and 2, but on another level. Harder. There are more things to do. It's a very complicated game. I'm planning right now. I only made my main character. We'll see now with the rest of them. I literally forgot like 95% of the game. So, I don't know, we'll see. What did I say? This is a medic now. I'm making a medic. Medic with a shotgun, with surgeon, with field medic. You can have your toaster, I guess. Increase the XP. We go like that. I got leadership and perception on the main character. I know barter is garbage. I mean, it was garbage in vanilla. I don't know if they changed anything. Outdoorsman is not bad at all. So we can actually avoid those random encounters. Let's go with Outdoorsman. I took lockpick, demolitions, and alarm. You go with a toaster. And you go with a safe tracking. Safe tracking surgeon toaster. I need mechanical repair. This, this, and this. Computer science. That's for the next character. With a medic, we take no quirks. I'm gonna randomize. How do we call her? Big tits. Yeah. Age 25. Religion. None. She smokes bones. About to play Cyberpunk in September. Yeah, I'll play it for sure. I'm not excited for it at all, but I'll play it. American, you are Latina. Okay, same, we stick with 8. With charisma, we go with increased XP. With this, we go with a computer science. We go with a mechanical repair. I got this, this, and this, which means general skills. You can go with a brute force. Now I took a shotgun. I took assault rifles. And what do we do? This is the worst part now. Can take blunt weapons. Yeah, blunt weapons. Blunt and now she should be strength based. +2 constitution per level. +3, +1. Charisma, speed, awareness, reduce luck. Give her strength. Initiative is bad. Where is this initiative? Without quirk. We'll get NPCs during the game. We don't need to play with them. This is just for the beginning. And the last one. No. Will you give me something normal? Kinda want a sniper. I guess you're gonna be a sniper. Page 30. Be a test. Native American. I forgot portraits. Fuck. Now for a sniper, we take sniper. And the general skills. Knowledge, I don't need a single thing. Sniper is the way to go. And sniper needs a lot of action points. So now we're gonna focus on action points like crazy. He does need intelligence. Action points with speed. Less charisma. Less awareness. Less strength. Although strength are also free action points. But coordination is better. Luck is not that bad on a sniper because of a critical chance. Free action point. It's a combat initiative. Action points is on 6, that's far away. Oh yeah, 6 skill points left and we start. And for the sniper, on earth, 4 skill points. 8 skill points. Without quirks. Now, quick recap. Alarm, demolitions, leadership, perception, lockpick, assault rifles. Weaponsmith. Surgeon, field medic, outdoorsman, safe cracking. Shotguns, toaster repair. Barter, sniper, weaponsmith. Mechanical repair, computer science, brute force, blunt weapons. Only got a quirk on my main character. Supreme Jerk is the hardest difficulty, or the hero of the Wasteland have been known to make raiders pee themselves just by looking at them. This is your setting. Don't say we didn't warn you. Play Supreme Jerk. It takes like 5-6 hours, maybe even more to learn the game at the start. I'm kinda sure I fucked up somewhere with leveling.
What comes after the end? I don't know. Neither did they. They were just an army engineer battalion, constructing roads and bridges deep in the middle of the Arizona nowhere. They didn't know why Armageddon had come. They'd heard radio chatter about an attack on some space-based missile platform. But who had attacked it, or why? No one knew. What they did know is that the politicians and the generals had finally ended the world. Now, everything was gone. They took over a federal prison for a fort, kicked out the convicts, got busy starting from scratch. Maybe it was an act of mercy. Maybe they figured that the prisoners would die out in the harsh new world. Whichever, it came back to bite the engineers in the ass. Cultists, criminals, cannibals. They've been living with the fallout ever since. Good people had survived too, called for help in the night. And those engineers, those common soldiers, could not stand by and see them die. So they came out of their fort, and they helped the survivors defend their homes. And for that, they earned a new name, a proud name, the Desert Rangers. Now, Rangers, I know at times it seems our cause is hopeless, and I know it's hard to say goodbye to a brother in arms. But I want you to know something else. That no Ranger who dies in the line of duty will ever be forgotten. Nor will he have ever died in vain or unavenged.
I've seen that to me.
Thank you,
I've seen
recruits.
it.
Ace had been trying to locate a faint radio signal, which has lately been giving us cause for concern. We gave him 3 repeater units and sent him to hook them up to 3 remote radio towers. This would have allowed us to get a fix on the signal, but sadly Ace was murdered by unknown assailants right after hooking up the first tower, and his logbook and the last 2 repeater units were stolen. The voice on those broadcasts disturbed me greatly. It talked crazy talk about a future where man and machine would be one. Worse, it talked about us, the Desert Rangers specifically. It said it was coming for us. When you get back to the Citadel, talk to our radio expert, Wade Woodson, if you want to know more about the technical details. All I know is the repeaters will upgrade the towers and allow us to zero in on the mystery signal. I'll give you the locations of the towers once you have the repeaters in hand. More important to find them first. Don't know, but it wasn't on Ace's person when he was found. Look for it. It might have some clues as to his death.
Basically, what I figured, like, since the game was released in vanilla version, it was very underrated. Extremely underrated. Like, it's in the same range as Divinity Original Sin 2. It did it before Divinity Original Sin 1, but it never got a similar success. And they're basically the same games in the different setting.
Yeah, I know. You've hardly found your feet with us, and here I am sending you on a mission that already got 1 Ranger killed. Well, I wish I had another option, but the Desert Rangers are spread a little thin right now. Ranger teams Abel and Charlie are out west trying to stop a range war out there from becoming straight-up genocide. And Team Baker is up north looking for a way through the radiation that's cut us off from Vegas. I'm afraid the next generation is going to have to lead the charge on this one. The mission is this. Search the area where Ace's body was found and do your best to recover his logbook and the repeater units. Then call in your report. If you find the repeaters, I may send you on to finish his mission. Ace's death must be avenged, and it will be. But finding the signal he died trying to track down is just as important. Besides, I got the sneaking suspicion that when you find the one, you'll find the other. It's about a day's walk east from here. I'll mark it on your map.
Radio tower.
There you go. Yes, call in on your radio. Your radio is your lifeline to Ranger Citadel. We'll be calling you with alerts and updates on your current missions and sending you new missions when we receive distress calls. As Rangers, it is your sworn duty to respond to those calls. That is the contract we made with the people of Arizona when we opened for business. Once you prove yourself, the Citadel will be your new home. Consider this mission the final test of your training. If you succeed, you are welcome within our walls. If you fail, then you aren't cut out to be a Desert Ranger, and we won't let you in.
Hard ass, kiss ass, smart ass. And nothing will succeed.
Good
So we'll
luck
say
out there,
goodbye.
recruits.
Those are the only things I haven't learned. One manual save for the start. Now to test the controls. You always walk on with perception, that's what I remember, and that's about it. I can't remember nothing else. Let me check the inventory. 8 action points, level 1. Okay, ammo is very important in the game, also. Take a shovel. At the hotkey. Was it like that? I fucking forgot. Yeah, that's it to the hotbar. Okay. Over here. And again, skills for hotbar. Examine. Here lies Ace, born a man, died a desert ranger. Right. Get that wolf. Get that sound. The only one with perception. Perception is also a huge better of RNG, whether you succeed or not when you pass through something. Shop. We got $50, so nothing we can do right now. Fill the canteen.
Hey, Echo 1. Mind picking up that can over there for me? Think there's some water in there.
That's the goat's next meal. Tin can.
He headbutted you right in the butt. Did you actually think I was serious about wanting that can? I just wanted the goat to hit you in the ass.
Can we bloody discover something? Something seems to be bad. Library card, shotgun shells, and scrap. Can we bloody discover something with perception? Scrap is money. Alright. 76% chance for lockpick. Critical success. I like it when the game starts with a critical success. It's a blunt weapon. Now, some of them uses blunt. I think it's big tits. Right. Ammo. We finally detect something. Come on.
God damn it, Ace. You never should have put down the wrench and picked up the gun.
And I think that's the first NPC that can go with us. She's a bit crazy. I remember her and that's about it. That's all I remember from the game.
Sorry about the waterworks. I'm still pretty broke up over Ace. I'm Angie. You kids must be the new recruits old Vargas trained up. Lord, y'all just babies.
They all hurt, but this one... Man. Ace wasn't even a ranger. Not at first. He worked as a driver and mechanic for Fair and Brygo up in Vegas. When Base Cochise started sending its death machines into the desert, Brygo sent Ace south to recruit robot fighters. We met him in quartz. He'd pissed somebody off out there and they'd locked him up. We sorted that out, and he started running with us, helping us fight Cochise, and never stopped. Vargas eventually gave him the uniform and the hat, but I don't think he ever formally signed on. He was just always there. And now he's... God damn it, Ace. I knew this one was trouble, I knew it. You noticed that, huh? Well, Ace always said I wore my heart on my sleeve. Yeah, me and Ace, we were more than just old army buddies, if you know what I mean. That's why it hurts so bad. That's why I want to come with you. Better than he'd like. Back in the day, the General was the craziest of us all. But somehow, after he brought down Base Cochise, he became the sanest. Now he's running the whole show and doing a damn fine job. while I'm still walking patrols and answering radio calls. Shows you how much ambition I got, huh? Sorry, but you are. As cute as little kittens. Y'all remind me of us. Snake, Razor, Thrasher, and me. Back when we were just starting out. Thinking we were gonna save the world for the future. Thinking none of us would ever die. Christ, sorry. Don't listen to me. Youth is good. Optimism is good. If we all started out worn out and jaded like me, nobody'd ever try to change the world. So you kids go ahead and give it a go. Maybe it'll work this time. Man, not sure I can recall. Haven't been out that way in ages. Don't even know if it's still on the map. Ask Thrasher, he'd know. He was working on the same thing Vargas has you working on. Trying to track down radio signals from beyond the edges of the map. All seemed a bit boring and scientific to me. But then Ace started saying he thought someone was following him. I asked him to let me come with him when I met him at Rail Nomads to give him the repeater units. But he told me to go back to base. He said he was just jumping at shadows because those radio broadcasts had spooked him. I should have gone with him. Why didn't I go with him?
Do more about repeater units with
I don't
that
really know the
request.
details. It's all a bunch of mumbo jumbo about transmitters and north-south axis and signals bouncing off the clouds. Ask Woodson about it. He's our radio genius. Ace played me some of them before he died. Hard to make out a lot of it, but what I heard made my hair stand on end. Some guy talking about turning men into machines. Or machines into men, or some shit. But the crazy thing was, then he starts talking about us, the Rangers. Saying we're the cause of all the trouble in the world, and we need to be wiped out so his glorious future can be born. I mean, who is this guy? Where is he? What the fuck does he have against us? Radio technician Wade Woodson? Sure do. He's the guy that makes sure you can hear Vargas when you're out on patrol. Keeps the machines running and the signal clear. He'll also talk your ear off about circuits and frequencies and I don't know what else if you let him. But be nice to him. He's your lifeline to the base. Could be a nice little place. The Atchisons and Topekans would kiss and make up. I can't even remember what it's all about. But between them, they got enough old railroad tech that if they worked together, they could give this area a real transportation system. Instead, seems like all they want to do is blow each other's heads off. Idiots. You better call him Gilbert now. Funny, back in the day, he just seemed like this big old growly bear. Strong as an ox and just about as articulate. But then he got all torn up during our fight with the robots from Base Cochise, and he couldn't go out on patrol no more. Any other commander would have handed him his walking papers. But Vargas doesn't dump old friends. So he started him working in the museum. And once you know it, turns out the old bear has a knack for cartography. He's been gradually mapping our little corner of the wasteland ever since. Who'd have thunk it? He's another one gone. Went out for a patrol a few weeks back and never came home. Don't know if he's dead or AWOL or gone off to join the Scorpions. All anybody knows is I miss old Hellraiser like blazes. Didn't talk much. Didn't make friends easy. Wasn't big on social graces. But he was as loyal as they come. And when the shit started flying, he was the guy you wanted at your back. He didn't win that name by accident. Sharp as a razor. Scary as hell. You weren't briefed on those fucks during your training? Well, let me fill you in. You know when we left the prison and moved here to the Citadel? Well, the Scorpions were the jerks who moved into the prison when we moved out. Just a bunch of Rangers back then, but they've been getting more organized. Call themselves the militia now, and they try to act like they're the Desert Rangers of Eastern Arizona. Well, that's a load of horse shit. The protection racket ain't the same as protecting people. They shake down all their towns for money, and if the locals don't kick in, they smash them up. The Rangers aren't like that. We get by on donations and good old-fashioned scavenging. Basically everything between the prison and the radiation clouds to the east. There are a few small towns and farms out there, which the Scorpions claim is their territory. Rangers used to patrol that area before we moved here, and we knew it pretty well. But a lot can change in 15 years. Who knows? Maybe it's all as clean and nice and crime-free as the Scorpions say it is. But I've got my doubts. The edges of the map, kiddies. Big hot areas we can't get into without getting cooked to a crisp. The clouds move around some with the wind and the weather, but there are permanent hot spots on every side of us. North, south, east, and west. Until we started hearing those weird broadcasts, I kind of thought those clouds went on forever, and that Arizona was the last place on Earth. But maybe there's more people out there. Maybe the whole rest of the world's just fine, and we're the only ones in hell. Wouldn't that be a joke? Well, like I said, he was one wild-ass son of a bitch back in the day. But I think the weight of his responsibilities has kind of squashed that out of him now. He hasn't been in a decent bar fight in, shit, a decade, maybe? An old military facility before the war. And the biggest fight the Rangers ever had. There was some crazy computer in there that kept spitting out robots and sending them off to kill people. We had one hell of a fight putting it down. Earned our stripes that day. Literally. That's when I became Captain Death. Yeah, the base Cochise AI. Don't know what was wrong with it. Broken, I guess. It thought everybody was its enemy. Wanted to kill the whole planet.
Say, listen. Vargas asked you to look into Ace's death because he thought I was too upset to be professional about it. He didn't want me going off half-cocked and shooting up all of Arizona looking for his killer. But I gotta find this guy. Ace and me, well, we'd been fighting side by side for nigh on 20 years. I'm not letting him die unavenged. So, well, I know it's going against orders, but if you let me tag along and be in at the kill, well, I'll help you find your feet out there. Maybe give you a few pointers along the way. I may be old and slow, but I know the wastes like the back of my hand. Cool. No need to tell Vargas why I joined you. If anybody asks, I'm just helping you get oriented, all right?
What are you, by the way? Melee. Assault rifle. Low intelligence. Huge coordination. Without quirks. Hard ass. Assault rifles. Brute force, weaponsmith, blunt, outdoorsman. +1 base armor. Perk. Fine. Do you got perception? Don't. Brute force, outdoorsman. Healing. Alright. Now let's pile us. It's all about Ace. Find where he was murdered, get a logbook, get transmitters. So off we fucking go. There are hidden spots, but I don't have perception high enough for it. I'm quite sure of it. This is great. Ah, we go. Get a squad throughout the wasteland, yes.
Ranger Team Echo, this is Ranger Command. Come in. Roger, Echo 1. Just making sure your radio is working. I'll be your dispatcher from here on out. I also wanted to give you a little heads up on your water situation. If you've all got full canteens, you should have enough water to reach the place where Ace died with plenty to spare. But if you're going to go exploring, you'll want to fill up again at any oasis you can find. Remember, your main priority is to recover the repeater units Ace was carrying. Once you've got the devices, you'll be headed to Ag Center and High Pool to install them. But we'll talk about that after you acquire the repeaters. We must, of course, bring Ace's killers to justice. But right now, that's secondary to discovering the location of that signal. Until now, Woodson's been our dispatcher. But Ace's death made me realize I've spent too many years in my office, walled off from the world and how it's changing. I need to know what's going on out there, and I figure the best way to do that is to start listening to the people's problems. So, I've decided that from now on, I'll be the one fielding calls and talking in your ear when you head out into the wastes. Don't let that make you self-conscious or nothing. It is vital that all teams stay in radio contact with me here at the base. We get distress calls from all over our jurisdiction and sometimes beyond. Towns or farms or mines being attacked by raiders, mutant beasts, what have you. We field those calls here and then dispatch whichever team is closest to the problem. 10-4 Echo 1, carry on. Ranger Command out.
Right. Radio tower, we need to reach that. I think I'll have enough water. Danger raiders approaching your position. Outdoors man gives you a 75% chance to escape the encounter. Yes, escape the encounter. Fuck. There has to be a bloody combat immediately. I fucking forgot how the combat was. Oh, his brains out. Ammo is really precious. I hate wasting ammo. Yeah. I fucking hate it. Don't mess with a blunt. What the fuck? Oh shit. Nice. Nice. As far as I can tell, Sniper won this. Shit. That was fine for the first fight. Is it better than Pillars? Pillars is real time. This is turn-based. Yes. Getting close to the radio tower. Detect. There we go. Enter.
Roger that, Echo 1. When you reach the area where Ace's body was found, give it a good going over. The folks that picked him up said it looked like he crawled there. Maybe you can find some tracks leading to where he was attacked. Copy? 10-4, Echo 1, and check in immediately with any new info. Those repeater units are a top priority. Ranger Command out.
Okay, we get these repeater units. Should've just went straight with huge perception.
I don't get shaken up easy. This place is sending shivers up my spine. God damn it, Ace. Why won't you let me come with you?
Lost
I can
control,
handle this myself.
and they got initiative. Fucking hell when you lost control. Should have just opened first. Under 10. Worried about friendly fire now. This percentage is to hit. It's very hard in the beginning. hours. But I'm not fine with it. Who was medic? Elvis. Use perception. Explosive trap. 76% demolitions. Success. Lockpick. Also 76%. Great, survive the apocalypse. There's only a luck, seems like. Cells. Ammo. Not bad. Till I get used to the game, I bet. It's gonna take a few hours. Blocks. Got a lot of items. $556. He's using a shotgun, a medic. Medic. .38 caliber, anyone. 556. Wrench. Everyone needs a bit of melee. .30 caliber. Use the sniper. Yes. Shot. Shots. That's all for now. Playing for quite a long time now without a level. Leveling is really slow. Metal leg. 2 XP. Vargas. Next thing I'll go for is definitely perception. There has to be like a lot of hidden stuff around. My perception is just not high enough. Another cave entrance. Oh, we finally discovered something. Use perception. Holy shit, first thing with perception. A pipe bomb. Nice. I'm gonna enter those caves once I'm done with the entire map.
He didn't die quiet, at least. He went down fighting. 2 days.
More of them. That's a really tower.
Well, let me tell you Matthias's law, friends. Matthias's law is vengeance. And soon, Matthias's law will stretch.
The other guys will charge you 15 scrap to go through here. But you pay me 10, I'll look the other way. Or do we have a problem?
We have a problem. Use a hard S with Angela. Yeah, we have a problem.
Okay. Go on through. You're not worth the trouble. We're leaving.
Of course you do. I don't know if it pays off more if you kill them or not. I would need to test. I guess it pays off more, although you waste ammo when you decide to go for a fight. Can I highlight? There are highlight. Let's check these controls. shot. This sign that looks like a circle. Finish shot. See what we can do with big tits. We started from here, yeah. We killed them over there. The rest is back. No, I better think about it, I want to get a free XP. Is that? Magazine mod. Pistols, SMGs, assault rifles, sniper rifles. Yo, weapons can jam in the game. Holy shit, I completely forgot that. They can fucking jam. This is minus 4% chance to jam. I don't know if there's anything worse than weapon jamming. There is an alarm. Alarms are 76%. Come on. Ah! Critical. Holy shit, I say. Luckily there's 3 quick saves. Don't have a 76% be a critical fail. Don't fucking troll me. I need to get this easy XP as much as I can for the stuff. It's fucking important. We got 2 caves.
Copy, Echo 1. This is Ranger Command. Go ahead. Copy, Echo 1. Appreciate you.
Check this cave first. fair. Just don't fail, please. Spray paint. Touch you. Statue rocket. Each squad member gain +1 skill point. Nice. One more cave. Oh my god, how the fuck did you miss with a bloody sniper? Just don't reach us. That thing in one shot.
When a fool gets in a fight with someone.
Why you non-stop out of control? I got leadership. What the fuck? Don't throw. Lol, look at the armor. Well, it goes with the difficulty. Nice. I did that. Get the fuck out! It's bad. 7%. Bloody hell is bad. Okay. My dog. Let's do it again. Oh shit. Sniper needs to hit from the start. This difficulty is just brutal to miss. What do you got? You have one skill point available. We need more. That's not enough.
You got a
Weapon
lot to say about
taken.
tactics, Echo 1.
What do you mean weapon taken? She picked out again. Oh, imagine. I took your teleport. Let's see what your shotgun does. Are you serious?